What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since we posted a video, and that's pretty much just because it's been summertime and it's been hot and we haven't really been doing much. A little bit of scouting. We are into bear baiting season now. We've got a couple weeks before opening day of hunting over bait. I am out today checking bear baits and checking deer cameras, trail cameras for deer that I have out. And I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride since I haven't posted anything in a while, but I'm gonna head up the mountain here and check one of my baits, and I know this one's been getting hit. So we'll go up and see what's going on. Alright, well, I'm almost into my first bait site. Just taking a little break. Unfortunately, somebody parked in the road that I used to get up in here, right in the middle of the road, and blocked the way from about 100 yards before where I usually park. So I just had to carry my bait buckets an extra 100 yards. But we're going to get out here, and I know this bait's probably been hit. It's been getting hit pretty regularly. This is the one where Jake missed that bear on Youth Day last year, and then we came in a couple more times and never saw another bear in daylight, and I ended up shooting my bear on another site. But we're going to get in here and see what the damage is and rebait this thing and check pictures, and I'll throw some pictures up for you guys to see what we've got going on this bait site. Yep, I'd say she's been hit. Got my camera right there. Still quite a bit of bait in there, really. I guess I don't really need to. I guess I didn't really need to bring more bait up here. There's quite a bit still, but they have definitely been hitting it on a pretty regular basis. So I might just spray some Wilderness Freaks and actually save the bait. I don't think there's any point in putting more bait in this bucket. I'll be back in 3 or 4 days to check it out again anyway. So I'm going to check this camera and see what we've got going on up here. And spray a little Wilderness Freaks around and probably get out of here and on to the next one. Alright, got that bait all set. Sprayed the Wilderness Freaks, stuffed the logs back in the barrel to keep the raccoons out. And as I was heading out, I sent Chuck a message and asked what he was up to today. And he's just hanging out at the house, so I guess I'm going to go pick up Chuck and we're going to go check my other bait site. And then we're going to make the rounds and go check a few trail cameras that I have out for deer and probably put one more camera out. So we're going to go down and pick up Chuck, and then we're going to go finish making the rounds. Coming? Alright, well, I went and picked Chuck up, and we are at bear site number 2. This thing is a new site this year, and it took about a week and a half before it got hit. And it looks like it's been hit again, that's good. But for some reason, my camera was getting deer and stuff walking by, but didn't get whatever tipped my barrel over and stuff. I thought it might be raccoons, but looks like it's been done again. So I moved my camera, and hopefully this time I got pictures of bear on here. We'll see. Well, we've got a couple bears hitting this bait, finally. Something hit it before. There was a smaller bear in. I didn't even notice the date, but last night about 8 o'clock, had a decent sized bear come in. He covered the barrel, so it must be a pretty good one. But Chuck and I are going to head back to the truck and grab a couple buckets of bait, fill this thing up, give it a spray, and we're going to get out of here and go check some deer cameras that I've got out in a couple properties I hunt. So we'll see you there. Chuck and I made it down into this spot along this brook run that I like to hunt. I usually get several bucks on camera down here, and then of course when October rolls around they all split up, and I usually see one or two of them still sticking around, but haven't gotten anything too spectacular on camera down here yet this year. I got one little basket rack 8-pointer that if he makes it to the end of the season and I haven't shot one yet, then he'd probably get it. But we're gonna go down and check this camera. It's right on a nice little crossing on this dried up brook run. I got a rut beat right across this thing. So hopefully we're starting to get some bigger deer. I know there's definitely bigger deer in the area. There's a lot of woods out here, so we'll see what we get. Well, it looks like a few does and a few fawns and that same little 8-pointer, which actually probably won't end up being a bad deer. Definitely good enough for Jacob to shoot. It might be the same one that he saw down in here last year. And I almost got a shot on the deer too last year, but had one other small buck that looked like 3 or 4 points on one side and then just like a spike on the other side. I don't know what happened to him. In the past years I've had a buck that actually looked just like that. It could be the same one, but I would think he'd be a lot bigger by now, but had kind of the same thing going on with his rack. But I got one more spot I want to check out, and Chuck and I are actually going to go put another camera out on this property on the other side of this field. So we're going to go do that, and then we're going to go check out one more spot where I've got a camera out over a mock scrape. And hopefully we'll get some decent bucks in that spot, so we'll see. Alright, well, got that camera out. We didn't put it exactly where I had in mind, but on the way over there on the back side of this field, it's kind of CRP right through here. I found an intersection of trails coming in and out and crisscrossing all over the place. So I figured that'd probably be the better place to put it instead of just taking a chance on a random spot. But we are going to go check one more camera where I have a mock scrape and see what we got on that. Hopefully something good. Alright, well, Chuck and I made it to the second spot I wanted to check out, and we are in a field that actually we turkey hunt usually every year. This is where I shot my 2 turkeys on opening day this year. But we're going to walk out to the back of the field here and check this scrape the deer have underneath this oak branch, just to kind of look for tracks or whatever, and then we're going to head down over the other side of the ridge. And I've got a mock scrape I made down there, and last time I checked the camera, which was the only time I've checked the camera, I didn't have anything but turkeys, does, and fawns on it, so hopefully we get some bucks on the camera up here. I did find a nice shed up here this spring, so hopefully that deer's still hanging around. I don't see anything fresh. Not yet anyway. Looks like something's been nibbling. Well, doesn't look like anything's been touching this scrape really. Maybe. Looks like there's 2 of them here now. I got my camera right back there on that tree, down low to the ground. Check it out and see what's going on. Alright, well, we got a little bit of encouraging news. There's 1, maybe 2 shootable bucks on that camera, and hopefully more will show up before October. But we are going to get out of here, and the next time you see me, I will probably be sitting in the tree stand over a bear bait. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys later.